the next question now. Now in this question, this is also on the same pattern. We will follow the same algorithm that we have learned. So first of all, we will check it for n equal to 1. Let's consider this statement to be p of n. So now for n equal to 1, the left hand side will be equal to 1 into 2, that is 2. And what will be the right hand side? Right hand side will be 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 2 divided by 3. So this is 3 and this is 3, so these are cancelled out. This is 2 into 1, so 2. Left hand side is equal to right hand side, so I can say p of 1 is true, or the statement is true at n equal to 1. Now we will assume pk to be true. That means 1 into 2 plus 2 into 3 plus 3 into 4 plus up to k into k plus 1 is equal to, on the right hand side I'll have k into k plus 1 into k plus 2 divided with 3. Alright. Now this is my first equation, and using this I'll show that pk plus 1 is true. And if I am able to show that, then I'll say that by principle of mathematical induction, the given statement or this p of n is true. Alright. Now what will be p of k plus 1? So the left hand of p of k plus 1 will look like 1 into 2 plus 2 into 3 plus 3 into 4 plus and so on. Then this kth term will be k into k plus 1, and then k plus 1th term will be k plus 1 into k plus 2. So this will be my left hand side, and on the right hand side I'll have something on this pattern where every k will be replaced with k plus 1. So what I'm looking for is something like this: k plus 1 into k plus 2 into k plus 3 divided by 3. So this is the right hand side I want to achieve from this, right? I'll manipulate this using this equation and try to obtain this from this manipulation. And if I can obtain this, then I'll say p of k plus 1 is true, right? So let us check it out. This much portion up to this is equal to this one. So using first equation, I can write this left hand side of p of k plus 1 as k into k plus 1 into k plus 2 by 3 plus this term, that is k plus 1 into k plus 2. Now you see k plus 1 into k plus 2 can be taken as common. So I'll be left with k by 3 from the first term and 1 from the second. So this can further be written as k plus 1 into k plus 2 into, now this 3 will multiply here, so it will be k plus 3 and whole divided by 3, which is this, right? So once I've shown it equal to this, then I can say that p of k plus 1 is true, right? Now you need to make that statement that p of 1 is true, and when p of k is true, when p of k is true, p of k plus 1 is also true. So by principle of mathematical induction, p of n is true. Okay. So I want you to listen to all the lectures starting from the first and then come to these questions. These questions are very easy. So let us find the next one. It is here. So first thing, I'll write this statement as p of n. Now we'll check for n equal to 1. So n equal to 1 will give me left hand side as 1 into 3 and right hand side as 1 into 4 plus 6 minus 1 divided by 3. Now this is 10 minus 1, 9. So 9 by 3 is 3. And 1 into 3 is also 3. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. Hence I can say So P of 1 is true, right? Now I'll assume P of k to be true. That means 1 into 3 plus 3 into 5 plus 5 into 7 plus up to 2k minus 1 into 2k plus 1 is equal to k into 4k squared plus 6k minus 1 divided by 3. Now this is my first equation which I obtained from this assumption that P of k is true. Now I want to prove P of k plus 1 to be true. So what is my left hand side of P of k plus 1? It will be this plus the next term, right? This is now this plus the next term. Okay, so let us see what the next term will be. So 1 into 3 plus 3 into 5 plus 5 into 7 plus up to, now this is the term 2k minus 1 into 2k plus 1. Now if you see what will be the next term, I'll replace this k with k plus 1. Okay, so it will become 2k plus 2 minus 1, that is 2k plus 2 minus 1, so it will become 2k plus 1 here, and then this term will become 2k plus 3, this one. Alright, so this is my left hand side of P of k plus 1, and on the right hand side, if I can obtain what? See, this is the right hand side of P of k. So P of k plus 1 should have on its right hand side, I will replace every k with k plus 1. So k plus 1 into 4k plus 1 squared plus 6k plus 1 minus 1 divided by 3. This is what I want on my right hand side. So if I simplify it a little bit, it will be equal to 4k squared. This will be k square plus 2k plus 1, right? So 2k will become 8k plus 1 will become 4, and this is 6k plus 6. So 6k plus 6 minus 1. Alright, and it will be divided by 3. Further, if I simplify it, it will be k plus 1 into 4k squared, 8 plus 6, 14k, 4 plus 6 is 10, minus 1 is 9 by 3. So what I have done here is, I have written the answer for myself, right? Where I want to reach. How did I write it? Because if I want P of k plus 1 to be true, then on the right hand side I should have the exactly same pattern. The only difference would be that for every k will be replaced with k plus 1. So I replaced it by k plus 1 everywhere on the right hand side and reached at this expression here. So if this expression I can get through this left hand side, then I'll say P of k plus 1 is true. Okay, so let us check this expression. Out of this much expression has got this value as per equation number 1. So using 1, I can write this part of this P of k plus 1 as k into 4k squared plus 6k minus 1 divided by 3, and then I'll add this, which is 2k plus 1 into 2k plus 3. Now let us simplify it a little bit. I will not touch this k for a moment, okay, and try to solve it without getting this equation into cubes. But if we require it, we will do that certainly. But let us perform at least one step without doing that. So this is what? 2k multiplied with 2k will give me 4k squared. Then this will give me 2k. This will give me 6k. Then plus 3. Right? And when I multiply this with this 3, this is 8k, right? So k into 4k squared plus 6k minus 1 plus this is 12k squared plus 6k. Okay, this can be combined 8k into 3, so I'll write it as 24k, and then there will be plus 3k, and this entire expression divided with 3. Okay. Now I want k plus 1 outside, so I'll have to multiply this. Okay, so let us do that. 4k cubed. Okay, now this will give me 6k square. I already have 12k square, so let me write it as 18k squared here, and this will give me minus k, so this is 24k, so 23k, and there is this. Okay, let me write 23k, and this had to be 9, I think, because what I did was I multiplied everything with 3, so this had to be 9, right? So let me write 9 here and divide it by 3. Now if you could notice this expression here, this expression, if you observe this expression, if I multiply this k plus 1 with this quadratic, what will I get? What will be the terms? So when this k gets multiplied with this 4k square, it will give me 4k cubed, right? And when this k gets multiplied here, it will give me 14k square, and then this 1 multiplied with 4k square give me 4k square. So 14k square plus 4k square, total 18k square I'll get, right? And what about k's? When I multiply this k, this one with this 14k, I'll get 14k. When I multiply this k with this 9, I'll get 9k. So 14k plus 9k will give me 23k, and this constant term from this bracket, that is 1, and constant term from this bracket will multiply to give me 9 here. So of course I have reached at what I wanted, but I wanted to factorize this. You can directly write k plus 1 into 4k squared plus 14k plus 9 by 3 here, because it is perfectly alright, because this is the factorization of this numerator here. Now how did I reach here? One of the ways is that you can divide this entire expression by k plus 1 and see that this you will get this quadratic, or you already know your answer and you have verified it by multiplying here, right? Then nobody can stop you to write this directly here. So what I have achieved is p of k plus 1. So p of k plus 1 is true. Now you can make the statement that p of 1 is true. P of 1 is, sorry, this is p of 1. So p of 1 is true, and truth of p of k implies truth of p of k plus 1, right? Hence I can say p of n is true by principle of mathematical induction. Okay, let us look at this one now. First, that this statement is Pn, then I'll verify it for n equal to 1. So left hand side is 1 into 2. What is right hand side? 1 minus 1 into 2 raised to power 1 plus 1 plus 2. So this will become 0 because of this, right? And this will give you 2. Left hand side is also 2. So I can say P of 1 is true. Now we will focus on the inductive step. So assuming Pk to be true, so I'll get an equation 1 into 2 plus 2 into 2 squared plus 3 into 2 squared plus n into 2 raised to power. If you see, everywhere it was square. In first term it was 1, second term it was 2. So in third term here, or 3 into, it should have been 2 cubed, right? So there seems to be misprint here. 3 into 2 cubed should be there. So then I can write n into 2 raised to power n. Okay, and I wanted to write the term for p of k, so let me write it as k into 2 raised to power k. So this will be k into 2 raised to power k here, and on the right hand side I'll have k minus 1 into 2 raised to power k plus 1 plus 2. Now this is my equation number 1, and I want to prove that p of k plus 1 will be true. So using this I'll prove it. Now let me write the left hand side of p of k plus 1. 1 into 2 plus 2 into 2 squared plus 3 into 2 cubed plus k into 2 raised to power k plus k plus 1 into 2 raised to power k plus 1. So this will be my left hand side, and using this I would like to achieve my right hand side of k plus p of k plus 1, which will be on this pattern. K will be replaced with k plus 1 everywhere. So what I am looking for is, if I replace this k with k plus 1, so k plus 1 minus 1 will become k into 2 raised to power k plus 2 plus 2. This is what I am looking for on my right hand side using this. So in this expression, this is equal to this as per equation number 1. So let me replace it with k minus 1 into 2 raised to power k plus 1 plus 2, and then I'll add this here, k plus 1 into 2 raised to power k plus 1. And if you see, 2 raised to power k plus 1 can be taken common from this term and this term. So they will have, now I'll have k minus 1 plus k plus 1 inside, then plus 2, and this 1 will get cancelled here. So the expression I'll have is, this will be k plus k, 2k, right? This will be k plus k, 2k into 2 raised to power k plus 1, and I require 2 raised to power k plus 2, so I'll multiply this 2 with this, right? And then there is this plus 2 here. So I have achieved my answer, k into, now this multiplication will give me 2 raised to power k plus 2, then plus 2, this is separate plus 2, okay, here. So p of k plus 1 is true. Hence you can say that p of 1 is true. P of k, truth of p of k implies the truth of p of k plus 1. Hence I can say by principle of mathematical induction that the statement p of n is true. Now I have got this statement as p of n. Let me check for 1. 1 by 2 will be on the left hand side, 1 minus 1 by 2 on the right. So p of 1 is true. Now assume it to be true for p of k, so this will give me this equation, 1 upon 2 raised to power k will be equal to 1 minus 1 upon 2 raised to power k, and this is my first equation. Now to prove p of k plus 1 to be true, what will be my left hand side? This will be 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 plus and so on, 1 upon 2 raised to power k plus 1 upon 2 raised to power k plus 1. This will be my left hand side, and on the right hand side I would like to achieve 1 minus 1 upon 2 raised to power k plus 1, right? On this same pattern, this was for p of k, now I want the right hand side for p of k plus 1. So essentially I want every k to be replaced with k plus 1 on the right hand side. So let me check whether we can achieve that using this. So I'll replace this by 1 minus 1 upon 2 raised to power k, and then I'll add this, so plus 1 over 2 raised to power k plus 1. Now if you see, this is nothing but I've already got the answer. So if I multiply, let us say this term, this middle term here, multiply and divide it by 2. So what I am doing is, I'll write it 2 here and multiply the denominator by 2. So what will happen is, it will become 1 minus 2 upon 2 raised to power k plus 1 plus 1 upon 2 raised to power k plus 1. This is minus 2 of something, this is plus 1 of something. So I'll be left with minus 1 of that. So that will be equal to 1 minus 1 upon 2 raised to power k plus 1, which is this, right? Hence I can say p of k plus 1 is true. Okay, and this much is enough to prove a statement to be true, because p of 1 is true and p of k is true implies that p of k plus 1 is true, right? or the truth of P of k implies the truth of P of k plus 1. Hence by principle of mathematical induction, I can say P of n is true.